Always listen to your heart. Happy World Heart Day, Kaki Watsons!
Heart Day is a part of an international campaign to spread awareness about heart disease and stroke prevention. This is the perfect day to give your heart a great start and improve the health and well-being of people the world over.
Yeah, so heart disease and strokes, they are the world's leading cause of death. And do you know that coronary heart disease is actually Malaysia's #1 killer? With high cholesterol level being one of the main factors that can actually trigger sudden death and also threaten our life and those of our loved ones.
That is why World Heart Day was set up to drive home the message that heart problems can be prevented.
Yeah, so today we have Dr. Sanjay from Panai Hospital, Kuala Lumpur here to share with us more information on coronary heart disease.
Hi Dila, hi Ruby.
How does cholesterol impact one's health and how is it associated with coronary heart disease?
Studies have showed that if you have increased cholesterol levels, there's been association with coronary artery disease, which is heart disease. It's very simple. I'm just going to keep it simple because everybody out there is not a doctor. So if you've been associated or you have high levels of cholesterol in your body, this will be associated with greater depositions in your arteries. Your arteries can be in different sections of your body. It's a cardiovascular system, so that means you have arteries leading to your brains. If you have cholesterol deposits in your arteries leading to your brains, and if it causes significant narrowing, you can get a stroke, which is what happens when you lose function in one side of your legs or one side of your hands. Heart attacks, that means you have a clot or cholesterol deposits in your heart. And last but not least, you can have it in your legs too at the same time, this is known as ischemic limb. There's clear relationship. I know cholesterols are important, but there's very clear relationship of increased cholesterol levels and increased coronary artery disease. And there have been multiple studies to prove this.
What a healthy range of cholesterol level would be?
This is the golden egg questions. There's some people who are saying that an LDL of less than 1.7, I'd say LDL means low density lipoprotein, of less than 1.7 will reduce your mortality rates to a significant amount. There are even some studies now who are saying that 1.4, if you reduce that to 1.4 millimoles per liter, you would acknowledge the fact that the risk of coronary artery disease will literally be eliminated. Now, these are studies that are ongoing. The results of out will be ready soon. The lower your LDL, all I can say is the lower your LDL, the better. But this does not follow a standard for everybody. So you have to look at everybody as an individual. You don't treat a 21-year-old man coming to you with high cholesterols with statins on the day one. I think physical activity, diet control, lifestyle modifications are very, very important prior to starting medications.
Yep. And so, doctor, who are at risk of having high cholesterol level?
All Malaysians are susceptible to high levels of cholesterol. I don't think we treat dietary management. It's not a part of our culture in school, which I think is a big mistake. So if we can actually start that in schools, it'll be a great thing. Teaching our kids how to eat from the very beginning. Fast foods, as you know, we have children or parents who would treat kids to fast food if they do something good. Well, I think that is a no-go, but there are people who do that. So everybody, if that question is directed to me, I'd say everybody in Malaysia is susceptible to high levels of cholesterol in Malaysia right now.
So let's talk about what are the tips that you would suggest for a person with high cholesterol level.
The first thing is go get a blood test done first. There are a lot of Malaysians who are walking around who don't even know what their cholesterol levels are at this juncture. I would say once you cross 30, the first thing, 30 years of age, unless you have a family history who have died of a heart attack before, maybe younger than 30, but 30 years of age, get your first cholesterol levels done. I mean, and from there onwards, if you notice that your cholesterol levels are high, 25 even, I'm not saying if you shouldn't check your cholesterol at 25. If you notice your cholesterols are high, then lifestyle modifications, exercise, diet, very, very important initially. You can't be going on and starting on cholesterol medications at this young age of 20 to 25 years of age. So I'd certainly suggest that you do lifestyle modifications, and all the three that I suggested. As time goes by, and if you feel that everything and anything that you're doing is not sufficient or is not bringing your cholesterols down to certain levels that your doctors want to, then I suppose you will have no choice but to carry on to take cholesterol medications. But let me tell you one thing. As soon as you started, there's no end. That means if you started at 25, you're going to end up taking it for the rest of your human life. And that's why I think it's very important for you to at least try lifestyle modifications, diet, physical activity, keeping a healthy lifestyle.
Well, that is very insightful knowledge you shared, Doctor. Thanks once again, Dr. Sanjeev, for sharing all this information that we needed for World Heart Day.
Oh yeah, and Dila,
Yeah.
what's a celebration without food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kaki Watsons, we have someone here to share with us some great healthy recipe for us and our heart.
Diet do play a big role in heart health and can impact your risk of heart disease. In fact, certain food can influence blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and inflammation, all of which are risk factors for heart disease.
Yeah, that's true. There are many recipes that are able to help to reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, or lower down the cholesterol. For today, I have prepared 2 delicious recipes to celebrate the World Heart Day.
Great! So we will be using NutraBliss ingredients in those 2 recipes?
Yes, for the first recipe, it will be the pumpkin and carrot soup, which is high in nutrients. And then the second recipe will be the savory oatmeal porridge with mushroom and eggs. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing that I'll need will be the organic coconut oil. 2 tablespoons of this lovely organic coconut oil.
It has a lot of benefits compared with the normal cooking oil because it has a type of saturated fats we call as medium chain triglycerides, which is
Right.
it can lower the cholesterol level, and it has omega-3 fish oil, and
Yes.
also it promotes to prevent the cardiovascular disease. So the onions also, it provides you with really high antioxidants.
Next will be the pumpkin,
Okay.
carrot.
Let me share some benefits of the pumpkins. It's rich with vitamin A and also very rich in antioxidants. As we know, the antioxidant, it can fight the free radicals in our body, and it's very good to weight loss, which is in healthy way.
So for our second recipe will be the savory porridge. Okay, so we need 2 tablespoons of the oil. There is some garlic. So garlic is always high in antioxidant. So we're gonna add in the mushrooms. So I'm gonna stir fry the mushroom. Okay, as you guys can see, the mushroom is already softened. It's already nicely cooked. So I'm gonna take out a little bit of the mushroom out as a garnish later on. I'm gonna add in the water and also the oats.
This is the NutraBliss by Watsons Organic Oats. It has a source of dietary fiber. It can take care of your digestion, and also it has a source of the beta-glucan, which is also good to lower your cholesterol. Increase the HDL, which is the good cholesterol in our body, and also by lowering the LDL, which is bad cholesterol.
So we're just going to cook it till it's soft, and over here as well. Once it starts to boil, we can just off the fire, let it sit maybe for 5 minutes so that the oats will kembang. Right, so it's boiling already and my oats here is almost done.
Okay.
So let's season it with some Himalayan rock salt.
Okay, sure. This is the Himalayan rock salt by NutraBliss by Watsons. So the benefits is it has the iodine added, which is very good for the brain development and also to regulate the thyroid hormone, as well as it can provide you electrolytes, mineral vitamins.
We're just going to off the fire, let it cool down slightly before we blend it. I'm just going to season with some mushroom seasoning, and we are done with this savory oats porridge.
Okay.
So over here, we're just going to use the hand blender. Right, so blending it till it's smooth, and we are done over here. And right now we're just going to garnish it with the chickpeas. We have the raw almonds and also the raw walnuts.
Of course, rich of vitamins and also minerals. It can provide healthy fats into your diet and lower your cholesterol by increase the HDL and also lowering the LDL, and it rich in omega-3 fish oil.
In fact, if you want to add in some black pepper as a garnish, right now for the lovely savory oat. Okay, so then we're going to garnish it with more mushrooms that we have stir-fried earlier on. Eggs, which is high in protein. So just like our savory porridge, spring onion is a must. This is the soya sauce. Just a little bit more of garnish, and our savory oats porridge is
Wow, we're
already done.
in just few minutes.
Yes, just a few minutes. You can try it at home, and of course, all of these lovely Watson product, you can get it at Watsons or you can get it online.
That is smelling great, as the recipe uses organic instant oat, which helps lower or reduce cholesterol. The amount of 3 grams per day is recommended for the cholesterol lowering effect.
Yeah, and along with extra virgin coconut oil used in the recipe, which is a good substitute for ordinary oil, as coconut oil is more easily absorbed and metabolized as fuel instead of being stored as fat.
Other than that, all the benefits from fruit we shall also boost up with some supplement like zinc B+, supports the immune system and maintains mental alertness.
Yeah, and also if you're looking for something that helps to maintain your healthy muscle function, do give this coenzyme Q10 a try.
And we shall never forget about omega-3 fish oil, helps support and maintain health of your cardiovascular system. That's all for today. Stay tuned for the next one and stay healthy. Bye-bye!